Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you are new. In today's video I'm going to be running through my empties from the month of September. Cannot believe that it's going to be October next week. It's freaking me out so much how quickly this year has gone. It's been quite a turbulent year for a lot of people, but I cannot even believe how close we are to Christmas. It's freaking me out. So like always, at the end of every single month, I run through the products I've used up for the month. I give everything a mini review. I let you know whether or not I would repurchase it and just talk a little bit more in depth about things now I finished them, because I find these videos so insightful because we talk a lot about first impressions but we don't talk enough about the final product once it's finished. So that is what I'm doing in every single month this year. I have filmed this video so you can check back on those if you are really interested to see what other products I've used up so far. So without further ado, let's dive into the B&M bag full of empty products and I'll chat you through everything that I've used up and whether or not I would recommend it or not. So if you haven't watched any of my previous monthly empties, then there is never an order to these videos. I just pick out the products that are at the top of the bag, chat you through them, and so yeah. Sorry it's not too kind of concise, but I just find this is like the best way to do it. So to start off with my empties is a pack of face wipes. These are the cotton wool pads. These are from the Superdrug but baby range, and they're always so much cheaper for just larger cotton rounds, which is a great hack. So typically I use my reusable cotton wool pads, and I recently showed them in my Amazon's favourites. If you haven't watched that video, then I'll make sure it's linked above for you. But these were just see me through. I think my cotton ones were in the wash. I still had these spare, so I've been dipping in and out of these when my other ones are in the wash. I'm waiting for them to dry. But otherwise I probably won't repurchase any cotton wool pads just because they're so bad for the environment, and I have reusable ones that I do really like. But I did like them. I think they're just one of those no frills products, but I am trying to be a little bit more mindful, and so I probably won't repurchase these, but they were great. I needed to use them up anyway, so that is them. Next up is a product that I have recently reviewed. So again, I'm not going to talk too much in depth about this because I have a whole dedicated video on this, which again I'll leave above and down below should you want to catch up on it. But ultimately this is the OGX Extra Strength Hydrate and Repair Argan Oil of Morocco hair mask, and I got about 2 uses out of this. I think I properly like lathered it on the second time around just to use it up, but this is completely gone. I have been loving using hair masks so much. I love documenting my experience with them because I just find the hair masks are one of those products that so many people kind of neglect in their hair care routine, but they make such an amazing difference to the condition of your hair. They're great at repairing damage, they're great at just maintaining the health of your hair, and it's something I love talking about, I love trying out. And so I did try this recently, and so to hear all of my thoughts I would head on over to that video. But ultimately I do really want to try some more argan oil products. If there are any hair mask videos you'd like me to film or any products you'd like me to try out before you buy them, then let me know. But I did really like this, and yeah, I love OGX products so much, and so this was a really great one. But definitely watch that video if you are curious to find out a bit more. So you can probably tell that the Lidl's bubble bath is now been back in stock for a little while, and I've gone through 2 of them so far this month. I'm currently halfway through a third. I love using these. These are like 55p from Lidl's, super cheap, and literally the same as the Radox one, barring the fact that you get a little bit more. If I can't pick these up, like for example the past couple of months they've been a little bit shorter on stock, then I've used the Radox ones, and again they are quite affordable, but I just find that these are literally half the price, do the exact same thing. I love the Muscle Ease one. I would say this is my favourite just because I love muscle easing products. This and the Radox Muscle Soak bath salts I absolutely love. So this is definitely my favourite, and if you haven't tried it, definitely give it a go. But the Relax one just smelled really nice. It was one of those traditional lavendery scents. Great if you're having more of an evening bath and you're trying to wind down a little bit. But yeah, I got through these 2. You're probably sure that I'm going to repurchase these because I go through them so quickly. I absolutely love them, and I just always at least have one on the go. So these were absolutely fantastic and definitely one to recommend if you love like a good bubble bath. There's actually not too many products in this video, so I'm hoping it's going to be a little bit shorter. I think next month there'll be a lot more products, but I just kind of got through what I got through. Some months you use a lot more and some months you use a lot less, and that is definitely the case this month. The next product is another Lidl's product. I swear I do just love their toiletries. They're so affordable and work just as well. This is the Dentalux. This was just a mouthwash and get through mouthwash like anyone else, I'm sure. Really enjoyed this. It was a great like minty, freshy kind of flavour, scent, but really like this, and I definitely repurchase it because it was one of those no frills type of products but worked just fine. And I always at night wear a mouth guard to stop my teeth from grinding, and I always find that using mouthwash to also rinse that out and to clean that is really great. So I will probably definitely repurchase this because it's just a great product to have in your bathroom. Next up, I've got 3 different skincare products. So the first one, I swear there's my hair on everything I talk about, is the Bio Oil skincare oil, just the classic bio oil. This is 125 ml, and I actually found this in my drawer after I did my huge declutter series, and I realized I had a little bit left, and I used this so much when I was pregnant, just after I had my baby. And I found that I still got stretch marks because it's just the way of life. And so I kind of stopped using this because I just felt a bit down at the time. Whereas now I am, goodness, my baby is now almost 22 months. That's crazy. But I basically now use this and other similar products to help my stomach kind of shrink down a little bit. I find that this helps reduce the size of stretch marks, and now they've gone the more kind of silvery grey colour, they're much less noticeable than they were before. Something like this I think just helps just the moisture of my stomach. I wouldn't say that this is a miracle product. I definitely bought it hoping it was because I felt really insecure about my stretch marks at the time, whereas now I've just learned to accept them. But this was quite nice just to kind of finish off. Probably won't repurchase it because I don't think it did too much for me, but I did still like it all the same. I find that it's better for hydration and moisture other than the repairing qualities it claims to have, but it's still quite nice. I mean, it is quite pricey for what you get. I would say you can get some shop equivalent own brands that kind of try to dupe bio oil, and I would say that I have had a similar experience with those in the past. So if I were to purchase like a bio oil product, perhaps I'd purchase a more affordable version. But I did use this up, and it's one of those products that I still enjoyed using, but I probably wouldn't repurchase it. Next up, let's talk about probably my favourite face mask I have used in a very long while. This is the Glam Glow Super Mud Clearing Treatment. This is one of those that is so minty on your skin, and when you put it on it's like tingling, and it almost has that sensation that it's pulling stuff out. I'm not saying that it necessarily does, but it feels like it's doing something, which I really like. It dries down very quickly. It is a clay mask, which isn't always my preference, but it's quite easy to use if you are about to have a wash, jump in the shower, jump in the bath, or anything like that. I really enjoyed this, so much so that I think I'll probably purchase the larger size. I mentioned not that long ago that I really wanted to try more Glam Glow products, and I'm so pleased I've tried this. I'm sure this is just like a sample size, but I really like this. I'd say that I left it on for about 15 minutes at a time, and it dried down really nicely, and it was just such a great product. And I would say that it really helped purge my skin a little bit. So I would use this, and in the next 2 to 3 days my skin would be quite bad because it would pull all the gunk out of my skin, but then after then for like 2 weeks my skin would be really good. And so it's one of those, if you know you've got like an event coming up in like 2 weeks time or a week's time, then use this because it works so well. So yeah, really enjoyed that. Next up is a product that I've had in my collection for so long, and I felt like this was a never-ending product until recently. This is the Superdrug Naturally Radiant, which by the way, this range is fantastic. They do a hot cloth cleanser which kind of dupes the Liz Earle one, which I actually prefer, and that's coming from someone that used to love the Liz Earle one, but I find that their version smells a bit nicer. I just find that it's a more moisturizing experience, so I do prefer it. And this is from that same range. This is the Glycolic Overnight Peel. So don't think that this peels your skin, because that's what I first thought. I thought this was like a peel off mask, but then obviously since then I've kind of learned what different products do. And this, you basically put a really small amount, like a pea size amount, which is why it lasted so long, all over your face, and then in the morning you wash it off, and it literally reveals this gorgeous kind of glow. It's not too dramatic, but it looks really natural, and I really enjoyed it, and I'd say that I got really good results from it. And so this whole range in particular, I've tried so many products from it and I've loved literally everything I've tried. So I think I'm going to have a little gander at what else I could try next, see something that I've maybe not tried before. But this is a great range, super affordable too. You can get it on the Superdrug website, you can get it in store, you can kind of suss out what other people think, cruelty free, and suitable for vegans. So just absolutely fab. I use this probably 3 times a week, really enjoyed it. And to round off this video, like I told you, there wasn't too many products I've used up. I think again it's just like the nature of how this month has been. I've been in the office a bit, and then now we're starting to work from home a little bit more because of the changes in the rules, and so it's been one of those weird ones that I've not had the chance to use too many products because I've gone between 2 different routines. However, that totally goes off topic. My last product that I've used up, and I've got a whole dedicated video to this, and trust me, if you don't subscribe to my channel for any other video, it would be this, because I tried the Spotlight Oral Care teeth whitening system, and all I'm going to say now, just in case you do want to wait for that video, is that I was so disappointed by how they've advertised this product and the reality of their ingredients. Now I'm not going to say too much more because I dive so much more in depth about that video because I did my own research throughout testing these for 2 weeks. So I filmed this video over the past couple of weeks, and then I've kind of put that all together and I've scheduled it in. I think it's going live on the 10th of October because I scheduled a couple of videos in advance because I knew that I was going back to work. And so yeah, this is just one of those that I just feel like people are very misunderstood about the product, but I feel like there's a lot that hasn't been said, and I'm a bit nervous to upload it in all honesty because I feel like there's a huge following for these products. I know so many people that advertise these, and I bought them because I saw some amazing results. However, that's not the reality. Again, that's where I'm going to leave it, but definitely stay tuned for that video because I am going to be talking a lot more in depth about my experience and also the reality of their ingredient list. So definitely stay tuned for that video because, like I said, I'm quite nervous to post it, but I also feel like I have a duty that if I try something that isn't particularly good or isn't as it claims to be, then I feel like I have a responsibility to let you know about that. So yeah, that has basically been this month's Empties. It's a nice short quick video today, which is quite nice. I know some of my videos can be really long, so thank you so much for sticking around, and if you haven't already, please do consider subscribing. I know everyone says that in every video, but it really does help me grow. I really want to do another giveaway soon, so if there's anything in particular that you'd like to win or you'd like to be included, then let me know down below. And my last giveaways went really well, and so I really want to do some more just to say thank you for your lovely support. It doesn't go unnoticed, I promise, and I would love to reach 3,000 subscribers by the end of the year. And so yeah, that is this video. If you've enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up as well, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.